Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to Marwah Academy's Ramadan event.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أبو الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم صدق الله العظيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everyone. Good morning and a very warm welcome from Marwah Academy. Today we are celebrating the biggest time of the year, Ramadan Day. We host this event every year so that students can learn the importance of Ramadan and help encourage them to follow it. We welcome you all to the Marwah Academy's Ramadan Day celebration. We are grateful to everyone for accepting our invitation and being here today. I thank our parents and staff for always supporting the school as well. We are honored by your presence. Your presence and comments here this morning are a great source of motivation and encouragement for the entire school.
Let's start our event by first doing Nasheed of Ramadan.
It's the month where we see forgiveness from Allah to wash away our sins. Let's say this dua. Allahumma innaka afwafun tuhibbul afafu anni. My name is Olivia and I am in second grade and I will be talking about Adam Salam. The first human to be created by Allah was the Prophet Adam alayhi salam. Dust was shaped into a clay figure by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then Allah breathed the soul into Adam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned Adam that those who followed Allah would go to Jannah, while those who disobeyed Allah would have a bad punishment. Allah warned us to always be aware of Shaitan, who is our worst enemy. He also guided us to keep Shaitan away by always remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakallahu khairan. God. One day Pharaoh had a dream, and when he woke up, he asked his chiefs what was the meaning of the dream, and the chiefs had told him the meaning of the dream is there will be a boy from the Bnei Israel, and they will destroy Pharaoh. Immediately, the Pharaoh told his soldiers to go to Bnei Israel's town and kill every newborn baby. When Musa AS's mom heard, she was frightened. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded her to put Musa AS into the Nile River. Later it floated, and Musa and Fir'aun AS's wife picked Musa up from the river. Musa AS has a wife, and he had miracle power from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the powers was when he drew his stick, it turned into a snake, and when he did that, it swallowed all of the little fake snakes that the magicians drew. Pharaoh got angry, so he went to go chase Musa AS he went to go chase Musa AS with his soldiers, and when he went, Musa AS, the river opened, and Musa AS and Bani Israel walked through. And when Pharaoh and his soldiers tried to walk through, the ocean closed, and Pharaoh and his soldiers drowned. Then everyone noticed that Pharaoh was not the God. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sent fruit from heaven. Allah blessed Maryam with a child named Isa. And Isa had no father. When Isa grew older, Allah commanded Isa to spread the message of Islam. Isa went to cities and started teaching, but only a few people accepted his message. Isa had a lot of miracles, like bringing people back alive and curing illnesses.
Hello everyone, my name is Ramadan. I'm a third grade student at Marwah Academy. Today I'm going to tell you the story of Prophet Yunus AS. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Prophet Yunus AS to the people of Nineveh. Prophet Yunus AS told his people to worship only Allah, but they refused, and Prophet Yunus was frustrated. Prophet Yunus led the town in word as words are offered. Prophet Yunus jumped into an ocean. A whale swallowed him, and
You cannot see cockroach.
People not being patient. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgave him and the whale safely released him. Prophet Yunus went back to his people. They had accepted Islam. Thank you for your time. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Musa
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given many abilities to the Prophet. He could command the wind, he understands animal language and could talk to them. His throne would fly in the air. He grew the kingdom wisely, and at his command he made huge towers, temples, and palaces. Once, Sulaiman alayhi salam and his army were passing through a valley while going to Ascalon. While they were passing through the valley, an ant saw the approaching army and cried out to one the other ants, "Run to your homes, or Sulaiman alayhi salam and his army will unintentionally crush you." Sulaiman alayhi salam was amazed to hear this, that even the ant knows that I am a prophet. He thanked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for saving the ants' lives. Once the Barduhubu came to Sulaiman alayhi salam and told him about the country Saba and its queen. Sulaiman alayhi salam then gave a letter to the Hubu to give to the queen. The Hubu gave the letter to the queen. Then the queen read the greeting of Sulaiman alayhi salam and he asked to submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She told her messengers to go to Sulaiman alayhi salam and with gifts to Sulaiman alayhi salam. When they went to the palace of Sulaiman alayhi salam, Sulaiman alayhi salam refused the gifts because he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed me much more than this. Then she decided to visit Sulaiman alayhi salam. When she approached Sulaiman alayhi salam's palace, she saw her throne and she got amazed. Then she saw the glass board that she thought was water. Then Sulaiman alayhi salam told her that that was water. That was glass, not water. Then when she went back to her kingdom, then she got to know that who they worshipped was a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then she started worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One day, Sulaiman alayhi salam told the jinns to make a palace. After a little time, Sulaiman alayhi salam died, but the jinns did not know that he died. So when they were done making the palace, Sulaiman alayhi salam, then ant come and ate the stick of Sulaiman alayhi salam, and then the jinns got to know that Sulaiman alayhi salam died.
First grade, I'm going to talk about Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam was a prophet. He only worshipped in Allah, and people in his country worshipped in idols. And one day, Ibrahim alayhi salam broke all the idols except the biggest one. And then people asked him, why did he break the idols? And then Ibrahim replied, they can't talk. And then the people got angry and then put him in the fire. And then Allah ordered the fire to not hurt him. And then he walked out of the fire with no harm. Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son built the Kaaba, and his footprints can be seen on the Kaaba stone. Kaaba Ibrahim stone. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ahmad and I'm in 3rd grade and I am going to be talking about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But first, let's start with the Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قال عيسى ابن مريم يا بني إسرائيل يا بني إسرائيل إني رسول الله إليكم مصدقا لما بين يدي من التوراة ومبشرا برسول يأتي من بعد اسمه أحمد فلما جاءهم بالبينات قالوا هذا سحر مبين صدق الله العلي العظيم. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in Mecca. He was from the Ismailis Arab clan. He was raised and taught by his uncle Abu Talib and Abdul Muttalib. He got married when he was 25 years old. Him in Hira cave. There in the Jibreel alayhi salam pressed him 3 times saying read, read and read. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam read at his lead. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went home shaking and Khadija radiallahu anha covered him with a blanket saying, Allah is with you, do not be scared. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was one of the best prophets. Prophet Muhammad, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with al-Isra al-Miraj. Al-Isra is the journey from Mecca to Masjid al-Aqsa, and Miraj is Aqsa to the 7th heaven. Prophet Muhammad Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him with Salah. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the last of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's prophets. He was bearing to Tawheed and good deeds. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rami Rahman and I'm a student of Marwah Academy. Today I will be explaining the tafsir of Surah Ikhlas. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. The translation of the first ayah, قل هو الله أحد, says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to tell his followers that Allah is one and the indivisible. In the second ayah, Allah he explains more qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the sustainer and he is needed by all. The third ayah, lam yalid wa lam yulad. The translation for this ayah is that he has never had offspring, nor was he born. Last ayah, وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ, and there is none comparable to him. There is no other creation equivalent to him. The background of the story. One idol worshipper came to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ asking him, "What does your God look like? Is he made of gold, silver, or wood? Does he have a family?" Recorded by their means. This surah collects the beliefs of those who do not believe in one God, but rather more than one. Explains to the ones that believe in animals, objects, and other things that Allah is one and He has a lot of qualities and why He should be worshipped. Hadith. Abu Sayyid al-Khudri narrated, a man heard another man reciting Surah Al-Ikhlas repeatedly. He went to the Prophet and informed him, thinking that the recitation of this surah alone was not enough. Allah's apostle replied, "By him in whose hand my life is, it is equivalent to 1/3 of the Quran." Another hadith, the meaning of Ikhlas is Tawheed, and Tawheed is the oneness of Allah, one who is unique in His qualities and who is always taking care of us, and He alone portion. The reward for reciting the Surah Al-Ikhlas is equal to the reward of reciting 1/3 of the Quran. That means that if you recite the Surah 3 times, you will read the entire Quran. Jazakallah khair.
Ibrahim, and today I'm going to read the tafsir and translation of Surah Al-Baqarah. First, I will start with the tilawat of Surah Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد صدق الله العلي العظيم. Abu Lahab perished and he himself perished. This ayah tells us that Abu Lahab will perish and he himself, Abu Lahab's hands will perish and he himself will perish as well. ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب. Neither his wealth nor his worldly gains will benefit him. This ayah tells us that the wealth that he worked so hard for and his money that he used against Islam, that will no longer benefit him. Salasla nar ذات لهب. He will burn in a flaming fire. The Arabic word nar stands for fire. This ayah says that he will burn in a flaming fire in Jahannam for all he did to his son. وَامْرَأَتُهُ حَمَّالَةَ الْحَطَبِ. And so will his wife, the carrier of thorny kindling. His wife, who is Jamil, she used to put thorns in front of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's doorstep so that he could prick his feet. So his wife will also perish along with Abu Lahab. في جيدها حبل من مسد. Around her neck will be a rope of palm fiber. The same thorns in place of her necklace in which she used against Islam, there will be a rope of palm fiber. Now I will start with the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's doorstep, in front of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's doorstep so that he can prick his feet. And she found herself a very expensive necklace against Islam. And on the day of judgment, instead of that necklace, there will be a rope of palm fiber. And for Abu Lahab, not only will he get a punishment in Jahannam in the afterlife, he also suffered a lot inside his own life. As during the time of Battle of Badr, he had a really severe disease. And when he found out that the Muslims won the Battle of Badr, he got even more worried and stressed. So he shortly died after that. And his body smelled so bad because of the severe disease that none of his family members or any of his close ones decided to bury him or anything. So they hired 2 people to throw rocks at Abu Lahab's body to bury him instead of keeping him there. So they throw rocks over him instead of building him an actual grave. This teaches us that if we throw our backs against Islam, then we will suffer the same fate as Abu Lahab.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الإسلام شهادة صلاة زكاة صوم حج. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
What is Shahada?
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
What is the meaning of the Shahada?
To believe and say that there is no God but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Allah's messenger is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
What is Salah?
Salah means in a special way how Muslims praise to Allah 5 times a day.
What happens when you read Salah?
Allah will be happy with us and give us Jannah. Allah will be happy with us and give us Jannah.
Salat's a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
What is song? What is song?
Song is fasting.
What is fasting?
Fasting is when you don't eat or drink.
What is zakat?
Zakat is we give amount of money to poor people.
What does zakat teach us?
Seer and pure.
What is hajj?
Hajj is the fifth pillar of Islam. Hajj is the journey to the city of Makkah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Luis Williams and I'm a Marwah Academy his student and I'm in the 8th grade. I'll be talking about Surah Hujra, ayah 1 through 3. I'm going to start with the Quran recitation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقدموا بين يدي الله ورسوله واتقوا الله إن الله سميع عليم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي ولا تجهروا له بالقول كجهر بعضكم لبعض أن تحبط أعمالكم وأنتم لا تشعرون إن الذين يغضون أصواتهم عند رسول الله أولئك الذين امتحن الله قلوبهم للتقوى لهم مغفرة وأجر عظيم. Ayah 1. O believers, do not proceed in any matter before a decree from Allah and His Messenger, and fear Allah. Surely Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing. O believers, do not raise your voices above the voice of Prophet ﷺ, nor speak loudly to him as you do one another, or your deeds will become void while you are unaware. Indeed, those who lower their voices in the presence of Allah's messengers are the ones whose hearts have refined for righteousness. They will have forgiveness and a great reward. Background of the story. One day the Prophet ﷺ was sitting with Sahaba, including Abu Bakr and Umar radiallahu anhu. He sallallahu alayhi wa sallam then asked, who should be the leader of the group visiting from the tribe of Bani Tamimiyah? Then Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu suggested one person, while Umar radiallahu anhu suggested another person. Then they started quarreling and started raising their voices in the presence of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. When this surah was revealed, Abu Bakr and Umar radiallahu anhu both then promised to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that they will respect his authority and speak gently. Assalamu alaikum.
Then قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تجسسوا, do not spy. Last of all, I would like to tell all you guys that you should always verify your news, because if you don't verify your news, you might take wrong action. For example, you can hear about an argument that's been happening in town, and before you take action, you must verify the news. Jazakallah khair for listening.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعد الظن إثم ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أن يحب أحدكم أن يأكل أخيه ميت
ميتا فكرهتموه واتقوا الله إن الله تواب رحيم. What is ghaiba? Ghaiba is saying something about someone in their absence that you would not say in front of them. What does the Quran say about this? In verse 29 to Hajjat, Ayah 12, it states, O believers, avoid many suspicions, for indeed some suspicions are sinful. And do not backbite one another. Would any of you like to eat the of their dead brother? You would despise that. And fear Allah. Surely Allah is the acceptor of repentance and most merciful. It seems not very vulgar for hearing about it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking why you would do that to your Islamic brother or sister. What should you do if you've committed ghaiba? If you commit ghaiba, you have to ask for forgiveness from them, admitting that you did ghaiba. If they have passed away, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us, you have to ask them for forgiveness. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. Surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful and forgiving. What if what you are saying is true? Some Sahaba asked the Prophet ﷺ if what if they were asking is true, but what if they were saying was true? The Prophet ﷺ replied, that is the very definition of ghaiba. If what you are saying is about them is not true, then you are doing an even bigger sin, which is like what happens when you do ghaiba. One day, Hazrat Hassan al-Basri was sitting at a table with Rasulullah when someone came up to him and informed him that someone was backbiting about him. Hassan Basri asked the person to go to the market and buy a gift for him, and for the man who was backbiting. He also wrote a letter for him. When the man received the gift, he opened it and began to read the letter. The letter said, you have been backbiting for a long time, and I've been receiving your good deeds, so I thought I would send you a gift. Please accept it. Jazakallah khair. Faults of the believers. The Prophet ﷺ said, do not follow the faults of the believers, for if you follow the faults of the believers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will seek out your faults. So, there's three other topics there. So our first was appreciate diversity. Bilal was the first person to give us that in Mecca after the Muslims took over. He was a former slave freed by Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Explain Islam using the Quran. Do not explain Islam from your own words. Do not change what the Quran says to fit your own objective. And then my last topic is do not make assumptions. When you make assumptions, you get bad deeds. We learned gathering rules too, and so a gathering rule is if you're sitting with a bunch of people, you do not whisper, because you're getting sins for whispering, and if the person in front of you is making assumptions about them, especially bad assumptions, then you guys both get bad deeds, and you don't want that to happen. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum
wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Halila from 8th grade, and I attend Marwah Academy. Today I will be explaining the tafsir of Surah Hujurat. Today are my topics: blaming others, which is accusing others, and spying. You should never make fun of your Muslim sisters and brothers because they may be better than you. We have to be positive all times and keep the negativity far away from us. Assumptions are negatives. You should never be quick to assume things, especially with no proof. Blaming, backbiting, and spying all fall in the topic of blaming others. Prophet Esa AS taught his companions to think positive and never to assume and blame others, and never to say negative things about others. One day he was walking with them when they were passing by and saw a dead dog with a troubling smell. Some of them said, "What a nasty dog." Isa AS responded, "No, look at his beautiful teeth." Hadith, the son of Noah, was raised in the best house in the world, yet he ended up rejecting the truth. The wife of Pharaoh lived in the worst house in the world, and she ended up being the best woman in history. So basically, never judge someone, never be too quick to assume. Next topic is spying. Spying is a huge sin. By spying, you will be finding fault in others. Finding fault in others is haram. We are Muslim, and we are not here on this earth to do that. We should hide each other's faults. Do not spy on one another person, so let's stay far away from them in our daily life. Because accusing people reveals nowhere in life, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be displeased with all of us. So we don't want that to be our goal to make it to Jahannam. Our goal is to strive to Jannah for those. So inshallah, the hadith of spying is قال صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تجسسوا, which our Prophet Muhammad said, do not spy. Inshallah, we should all keep that in mind because spying and accusing others is not from Islam. So let's all be mindful that any bad actions that is displeasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala isn't good. So that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this speech. Thank you. Jazakallah feek. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Ramadan. I'm a 5th grade student at Marwah Academy. My topic is about stealing and the rule of law. The Prophet peace be upon him said in the famous hadith that he would take their hand and regard back the Venezuela and even if she stole. He noted that the Bani Israel would forgive theft if done by a physical person. However, they would punish the poor. Islam doesn't end the right implementation of the law. According to Islamic rules, such ruling can apply on everyone. Stealing is a crime in Islam. However, this depends upon the Islamic state and the conditions of the community. In a proper Islamic state, people will not be forced to go hungry or struggle for survival. However, that is not always the case. People often steal or rob out of desperation. This is not the much condemned stealing, for example, if a hungry person takes bread for his survival. However, Islam disallows systematic stealing involving guns, violence, etc. Burglary of homes and robbery of institutions are some of the things that Islam does allow. Unfortunately, theft is prevalent today. Most countries struggle with common thieves who steal from people at gunpoint. On a larger scale, big companies may take advantage of others. This isn't technically stealing a crime, but they can often get away with fines or settlements.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر صدق الله العلي العظيم. Believers, fasting is enjoined upon you as it was enjoined upon those before you, that you become God-fearing. Indeed, we sent the Quran down during the night of decree. And what can make you know what is the night of decree? The night of decree is better than 1,000 months. The angels of the Spirit, Jibreel a.s., descend therein by permission of their Lord for every matter. Peace it is until the emergence of dawn. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My name is Ryan Sheikh and I am a Tahfiz student at Marwah Academy. I would like to begin with the night of Laylatul Qadr. The night of it is mentioned in Surah Baqarah and Surah Qadr, Ayah 3. The night of decree is better than 1,000 months. This means that worship done on Laylatul Qadr is more rewarding than worship done over the course of 1,000 months. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever prays on Laylatul Qadr out of faith and sincerity shall have all their past sins forgiven. Ramadan is a blessed month and a month of fasting. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentioned that Allah said, every deed of man receives 10 to 700 times more reward, except Siyam. For it is for me and I shall reward it as I like. Ramadan gives great reward for praying Taraweeh and Tahajjud. The rewards for praying Taraweeh is that one's past sins will be forgiven. The rewards for Tahajjud is that the one who prays it will have inner peace. Ramadan increases sustenance for a believer. In Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides more risk, which means sustenance, for those who believe. In Ramadan, Nafil ibadat is equal to one fard. Doing Nafil ibadat has the same reward as praying one fard. One fard is equal to 70 fard in Ramadan. Just as Nafil ibadat is equal to one fard in Ramadan is equal to 70 fard. For example, if one prays a fard salah, he will get the reward of 70 fard salah. Ramadan is a month of patience. We have to keep our patience during Ramadan because when we fast, we get angrier faster. It is mentioned about the reward of having patience in Surah Shura, ayat 43. Those will be rewarded with the highest place in paradise because of their patience. Ramadan is a month of empathy and lightening the burden of other humans. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, La yarhamullahu ma la yarhamun nas. Allah does not show mercy to him who does not show mercy to others. He also said, the believers in their mutual kindness, compassion, and sympathy are just like one body. Allah increases the wealth and success of those who help others. Reciting Kalima Tayyibah in Ramadan is also rewarded. The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Abdul dhikri la ilaha illallah. The best form of zikr is la ilaha illallah. Do not abuse or backbite. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Iyyakum wal-ghiba, save yourself from backbiting. Allah also mentioned in Surah Hujurat, ayat 12, believers, avoid being excessively suspicious, for some suspicion is a sin. Do not spy nor backbite one another. Would any of you like to eat the flesh of his dead brother? You would surely detest it. Eating the flesh of a dead brother is a metaphorical statement that refers to backbiting. I hope you all gained some knowledge from my presentation. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. My name is Esa AS and I'm a deputy student. There are many rewards and benefits in the blessed and holy month of Ramadan. In the month of Ramadan, you are rewarded for waking up and eating in suhoor. You also have a chance to read Salatul Tahajjud. The Prophet ﷺ said, take suhoor as there is a blessing in it. There are 3 ashras in this month. The first is about seeking the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second is seeking the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the third is seeking refuge from the fire of Jahannam. The dua for the first ashra is Rabbi ighfir warham wa anta khairur rahimin, meaning, O Allah, forgive me and have mercy on me. You are the most merciful of all. The dua for the second ashra is Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli dhanbin wa atubu ilayh, meaning I ask forgiveness for my sins from Allah who is my Lord and I turn towards Him. And the dua for this third ashra is Allahumma ajirni min an-nar, meaning, O Allah, save me from the hell's fire. During this month, you should also increase in istighfar. This is the month when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives all. Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam made 3 du'as, of which Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said Ameen to all 3 while he was descending the stairs. Out of the 3 du'as, one of them was, may Allah destroy the one who when the month of Ramadan came, he did not attain the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You should also increase in asking for Jannah and refuge from Jahannam, especially in the last 10 days. A form of ibadah in the month of Ramadan is i'tikaf. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever was in i'tikaf with me should stay in i'tikaf for the last 10 days. For I was informed of the date of the night of Badr, but I had been caused to forget it. During this month, you should be giving more charity and more zakat. Prophet ﷺ said, the charity you give will be your shade on the day of judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in ayah 35 of Surah Tawbah, يَوْمَ يُحْمَى عَلَيْهَا فِي نَارِ جَهَنَّمَ في نار جهنم فتكوى بها جباههم وجنوبهم وظهورهم هذا ما كنزتم لأنفسكم فذوقوا ما كنتم تكنزون. The day when it will be heated in the fire of hell, and seared therewith will be their forehead, their flanks, and their backs. It will be said to them, this is what you hoarded for yourselves, so taste what you used to hoard. The Mufassirin say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word forehead, flank, and back, because when you ask those people for money, they frown and their forehead changes. When they start turning around, they expose their flanks towards you, and then they face their backs onto you. The last night of Ramadan is known as Laylatul Jazah, also known as the night of gifts from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the night when you should be doing more ibadah and asking Allah for much more. I do adore that you all benefited from this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all a beneficial Ramadan. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعليه وصحبه اجمعين برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله خير.
ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا. أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. فاعف عنا يا كريم. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. نستغفر الله. اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة ونعوذ بك من النار. اللهم اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. اللهم رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. اللهم رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. اللهم رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. لا إله إلا هو الحليم الكريم. سبحان الله رب العرش العظيم والحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك موجبات رحمتك وعزائم مغفرتك والغنيمة من كل بر والسلامة. لا تدع لنا ذنبا ولا هما إلا فرجته. رضا إلا قضيتها يا أرحم الراحمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Assalamu alaikum. I hope everyone has enjoyed today's program and appreciated the efforts of our students and staff. Ramadan event will be incomplete without the support of everyone, our staff, teachers, students, and parents. Children need a nurturing environment where they are given opportunities to explore their talents and qualities. Ramadan is much more than just not eating and drinking. It teaches us to value the good things Allah has provided and remember the suffering of the poor. I would like to thank our parents and our teachers for working together tirelessly for the betterment of our future generation. I would like to thank our chief guest, board, principal, teachers, staff, students, and family members once again for being present here today. Without all your contributions and dedication, this institute would not be where it is today. Thank you once again for joining us on this momentous occasion. Barakallahu feekum wa jazakumullahu khairan wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Eid al-Fitr Mubarak.